For a long time, we've talked about financial health without considering that it's not enough to have knowledge about money. It's also essential to put what we've learned into practice to establish a balanced and well-being relationship with finances. But this path is not as simple as it seems. If we look at the statistics, we'll see that many people are in debt, overconsuming, or struggling to save and invest every month. As a consequence of all this disorganization, we're becoming increasingly stressed and worried about our bills. Furthermore, a significant portion of people is ill-prepared for financial emergencies and retirement, which could become a huge problem down the road. And even though we have access to a lot of quality information about financial education, why can't we balance our accounts and establish a healthier relationship with money? The reason is simpler than it seems. We nurture bad financial habits that need to be changed. Otherwise, we can study dozens of books on finances and we still won't make progress. Welcome to Quinta Essência. Number 1. Only thinking about the present. Most Americans demonstrate a greater focus on short-term financial goals, using savings as a way to save money and improve their quality of life. Achieving a healthy financial life requires short, medium, and especially long-term planning. Looking to the future and having an idea of plans and goals to be achieved can even be a motivating factor to save because we all age. Living each day as it comes can be an excellent way to approach life, but remember that tomorrow can and should exist, and it's good to be prepared. Number 2. Impulsivity and impatience. That's why impulsivity is among the bad habits of those who can't achieve financial health. Although we've evolved, we don't dedicate time to controlling our financial life. We don't have the habit of evaluating whether we really need a product before making a purchase, and we find it difficult to resist promotions. Acting on impulse can result in bad deals even for those who are making an investment. Planning is the keyword for healthy finances. Otherwise, there are significant risks of paying exorbitant prices, unnecessary fees, or regretting a purchase. Number 3. Complacency and procrastination. Phone, internet, cable TV, and other subscription services need to be evaluated regarding their necessity because by the end of the month, you might end up spending more than you really need or use from each service. It's smart to switch to cheaper services with plans that match your profile. Always give importance to the usability of each subscription, looking for alternatives to maintain the service but at a cost lower than what you're paying. And eliminate services you don't use as soon as possible. But be aware, inertia in canceling unwanted services and subscriptions is a bad habit for anyone's financial health. Although it might be tedious, spending a few minutes on a phone call can save you considerable and, more importantly, unwanted expenses. Don't put off until tomorrow what you need to do today, especially when it costs you money. Number 4. Comparing oneself to others. Constantly comparing yourself to other people is the perfect trigger for feelings of frustration and unhappiness. The perception that your friends, family, and colleagues have more success and happiness than you can lead you to make financial mistakes in pursuit of acceptance or to suppress a false sense of lack. Striving to keep up with a lifestyle that isn't financially sustainable for you is poison for any budget, and the only way out of this trap is to focus more on your own conditions and achievements. Valuing what you've built so far is more motivating and productive for planning the future than feeding anxiety over what you haven't achieved yet, which could lead to debt to attain success prematurely. Number 5. Excessive use of credit cards. In the race to achieve their dreams, credit cards can be a great ally. Paying for purchases in countless installments might relieve the weight of a single investment, but when combined, the transactions made on credit cards can reach limits that exceed your total income, putting your finances in the red. Therefore, concentrating expenses on credit cards, accumulating small frivolous purchases throughout the month, significantly increases the chances of a deficit budget. To make your credit card your ally, you need to have full control over your purchases and financial management. Number 6. Not controlling your spending, reducing, replacing, or cutting. Reducing the use of credit cards, however, requires expense control. To do that, you need to carefully review your bank statement and credit card statement, record daily expenses, and always keep your budget in mind. How often during the week do you indulge in small, unplanned expenses that are often not included in your budget, and what is their real impact on your budget? It's a fact that a habit of people who can save money is to cut their expenses. As the saying goes, expenses are like nails, they need to be trimmed regularly. There are times when it's necessary to contain expenses and, in addition, avoid new expenditures. This way, you'll have more control and you can prevent major financial issues. Number 7. Delaying bill payments. One of the main symptoms of financial mismanagement is bill payment delays. Although it may seem harmless to pay 1 or 2 bills a few days after the due date, the fines and interest generated by default are unnecessary. In other words, it's like tearing money apart. In contracts with significant amounts, such as rent, these fines can represent hundreds of wasted and potentially saved rays. In utility bills, such charges often come in the following months, increasing your upcoming bills and draining your hard-earned money. Number 8. Waiting to save. If bills can't wait, your personal income can't either. Lack of money is cited as the main reason by most Americans who claim not to have the habit of investing, blaming their financial conditions. Specialist advice, however, is that it's never too early to start. Creating a savings habit is as important, if not more important, than making a good investment. Postponing the start is the first step to sabotage your financial health. Therefore, invest your savings in conditions that make your money grow and, as a result, earn returns. Number 9. Caring too much about appearance. Often, we care more about appearance than the cost-effectiveness of a product or service we buy, right? The problem is that this is one of the main pitfalls for controlled and healthy financial life. Therefore, let go of vanity and focus on what's best for your budget. Always choose products and services that are worthwhile, not just those that have an impact on others. Don't forget that, at the end of the day, you and your family will have to deal with financial issues. By focusing only on what truly matters, comfort and security will always be guaranteed. Number 10. Impatience. Once the changes toward a healthier financial life begin, it's necessary to have patience to see the first results. Investments can yield good returns, but like any harvest, the right time must be awaited. It takes discipline to save and patience to see your money grow. Waiting for maturity dates or the progressive income tax table can help increase your returns over time. Redeeming them prematurely, on the other hand, could mean a significant delay in achieving your goals. In your daily life, it's essential to stay focused and organized so that short-term plans don't interfere with long-term goals. Understanding your objectives and executing them cohesively is crucial to keep them in sight. Number 11. Not checking basket and annual fees. Baskets and annual fees are charges imposed by financial institutions for the use of current accounts and credit cards, respectively. The problem is that often we don't even realize these fees are being charged, or we know but don't pay attention to the amounts, which can be quite high. The sum of these fees at the end of the year can result in a considerable amount. However, negotiating these fees is entirely possible and should be more common. Therefore, check the amounts of these fees on your bank statement and credit card bill and then negotiate with your bank to reduce or exempt them. Number 12. Not maintaining an emergency fund. When a financial emergency occurs and you don't have the necessary money to cover it, the most common solution is to get a loan. The problem is that loans always affect a significant portion of your budget because they have very high interest rates. In some cases, the total amount of loan installments can be up to 3 times the borrowed amount. So, you get the full amount when you need it, but then you pay it back in installments, and it may seem like a good idea. However, in the end, the amount of money lost is so significant that having an emergency fund is a much smarter and more intelligent option. Therefore, before embarking on the path to achieving your goals, you need an emergency fund. This fund will help you deal with financial hardships caused by unforeseen expenses like health issues, car problems, or even job loss. With a well-established reserve equivalent to 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses, you'll have more peace of mind to plan and pursue your goals. Did you enjoy our video? We're starting our channel and want to bring more content like this to you. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Share this video with someone you care about so they can benefit from this content too. These are the 12 worst habits that leave you without money, and for those who stayed with us until now, here's a bonus tip. Number 13. Paying yourself last. Investing what's left is one of the worst habits that prevent you from achieving financial independence. Besides putting your financial life and your future last, there generally won't be anything left. Leaving that money sitting around tends to lead to more spending because you feel you have money to spare. To break this bad habit once and for all, always pay yourself first. As soon as money hits your account, allocate a portion for your investments. If you can think of other habits that leave you without money, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for your viewership.